Well, you know, Atlanta fans are waiting for the Falcons to lock up their 25-year-old explosive running back, and they've got every reason to want to get that deal done. Devonta Freeman proved his 11 rushing touchdowns in 2015 were no fluke, racking up 11 more this past season and eclipsing the 1,000-yard mark again. Now, despite losing in overtime to the Patriots in Super Bowl 51, the Falcons, they're letting it all go. Our Jim Trotter, he spent time with Freeman to discuss what he has learned growing up in the Liberty City section of Miami, Florida.
Right now we're in the Porky Bean Projects, and this is where I stayed at right here, 1242. I was 11 years old, and this is where I made it out at. My room was right there, that second window.
From that window, Devonta Freeman saw the realities of life and death in the Miami neighborhood known as Liberty City.
It was like so natural for somebody to just get shot. People come out and looking over, dang, that's such and such on the ground. He dead.
His dreams of being a professional football player and escaping the dangers around him began on the small grass patches that separate the row houses at the Pork and Beans housing project.
We'll play football like right here. We'll get like a good 5-on-5. I don't know how we used to do it. It's so small.
Growing up in Miami, Liberty City, if I were to ask you to describe it to someone, what would you say?
Challenging, real challenging. We didn't really have a father figure around like that, so I was the man of the house, you know, so I had to sacrifice to help out my mom and my brothers and sisters. And so, you know, that's challenging for a 13-year-old, you know, trying to go out there and earn money to help my mom pay bills and stuff like that, then walking through the streets, shootouts, robberies, all type of things. You know, you just gotta have a clear view and have vision to get out. That's the only way out. What's up, boy? I feel very blessed to be back. You know, I still see people that stayed here when I was here. It's real humbling just to see where I'm at in my life, and you know, you got people who still remember me that's still stuck here. I just was one of the fortunate ones to make it out.
One man who helped was Dwight Jackson, Freeman's youth football coach and director at Richardson's Mortuary.
He would always bother me about working. Coach Dwight, can I please work with you at the funeral home? And I sort of brushed it off. And one day I was passing through the neighborhood and he ran outside and he came to my car and he looked me in my eyes, like with tears in his eyes. He said, Coach Dwight, please, I need you to let me work with you. I said, okay. I brushed him off again. I drove off maybe about 5 blocks, and God spoke to me. He told me to turn around and let him know that he'll be working with me that Saturday. And from that time until now, it's been a father-son relationship.
Freeman earned $50 a service for carrying flowers, opening car doors, and seating families.
For a 12-year-old to say, I'm going to go work at a funeral home, what's the first thing that goes through your mind when you hear that?
I thought I was just going to see a lot of dead bodies. I didn't really think I was going to get any lessons out of it, and I just wanted to earn some money.
When they would have friends that would expire, I would always ask the parents, would they allow me to let them witness what I do?
Jackson taught Freeman about life while viewing death.
I gave him an analogy of life. You could either be a thug in the streets and really take your life to a prison wall or the back table, which I introduced them to. If you want to make a positive impact in your life, then try to keep yourself off this table as a young person. Try to do something positive.
Just a blessing, you know, not to be one of those kids that I saw lay in the casket. You know, that impacted me, not run the streets, not to tote guns or do drugs and stuff at a young age and stuff like that. because I know a lot of guys my age that did it when I was growing up. And it was just like, man, I want better. I don't want to be like this.
Tony! This is another one of my childhood friends, Tony.
What's up, bro?
AKA Tony Baloney.
What you do, man? You scoring these touchdowns,
What's up, man? This Chief right here, another one of my childhood friends. Little Tony. So, you know, like, everybody know me and stuff around here, but I don't get a chance to come out and stuff and hang with everybody no more.
Freeman may run past defenders, but he has no desire to escape the memories of his past. That's why he continues to visit Richardson's during trips to Liberty City.
If I get a chance, I still go in there, see the bodies.
Why?
It remind me and it motivate me, like, continue to do it. I know I want to set myself up for life.
Cool to see that he still has that strong connection to where he is from. That was our Jim Trotter reporting. So we are awaiting to hear and see what this contract is going to look like. Dan, what do we know so far?
Well, he wants to be paid, obviously. He's a fourth-round pick that feels like he's outperformed his rookie contract, and I think that's fair to say that he has. I think, you know, the running back market's going to be interesting. Le'Veon Bell has a lot to do with all of this. If he gets a deal done before July 17th, then you want to draft behind that and see what you can do. If he doesn't, then maybe you wait. Maybe you see. If the Falcons are stuck at $6-7 million a year and you don't feel like that's enough, maybe you wait and see what happens after this year. He would be the star, other than Le'Veon Bell, if next year's running back free agent class.
Well, just to get us even more excited about what this contract is going to look like, let's actually look at his top performances just to fuel the fire a bit here. The two-time Pro Bowler. From his last two seasons, here we go. Let's start in week 3, guys. 2015 season at Cowboys. Matt Ryan up the middle finds Freeman and he's just juking a bunch of the tackles, taken down, a gain of 35. Same game, fourth quarter now. Freeman hands off, finds the gap up the middle. He's in. Just untouched, too. No one's even.
That's some good blocking.
Yeah, anything. Exactly. 30 rushes, 141 yards, 3 touchdowns for him. Let's go week 5 against the Skins, end of the fourth here. Gets a handoff. Oof, into the end zone he goes. Ryan with the fake, too. Breaks 3 big tackles. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's a determined man.
Determined to get paid.
Yeah, 27 rushes, 153 yards, and a touchdown in that one. Let's go week 6, 2015 in New Orleans.
Saints again.
Sorry, Saints.
You are in.
Did Saints make any tackles last year? What are these highlights?
No.
Dennis Allen is just showing this over and over again. Unacceptable. 13 rushes.